you guys remember this? Seriously, go to any thrift store and I guarantee you'll see a stack of 5 of these guys stacked up in a corner just collecting dust. I paid 110 yen or $1.06 in US currency for this bad boy. Yeah, boy. And it was the most expensive one there. The other ones were less than $1. Now, not every ambitious and innovative gaming peripheral is fully appreciated in its time. And oftentimes these innovative, glorious wonders are cast aside and labeled as gimmicky. Which is why, on the Raccoon Fact Show, we're now gonna have a new segment where I find these antiquated items and we try to breathe some new, useless life and energy into them. I don't have a name for this segment yet. If you come up with one, leave it down in the comment section below. If you haven't guessed it by now, the first victim of this new segment is gonna be the Wii Balance Board. Now some background on the balance board. It was initially released in 2010 for the Wii at a price tag of a staggering $90, where it sold more than 32 million units. That's right, 32 million people bought a Nintendo bathroom scale. They sold so many units, in fact, it set the Guinness World Record for best-selling personal weighing device. A fun fact that I noted while doing my research was that the Japanese version, which is the one I'm currently using, is only accurate up to 300 pounds, while the Western one can measure all the way up to 330 pounds. Nintendo initially contacted several manufacturers of normal bathroom scales, but ended up just making it themselves without any outside help in order to keep costs low. It was supposed to be a one-load cell, but they received some inspiration from watching sumo wrestlers weigh themselves using 2 scales, and so they decided to upgrade the load cells to 2, and then from 2 they went to 4. So the load cells in question, they look something like this, and they go on all 4 feet. The ones that are actually inside the Wii Balance Board are a little bit bigger and more accurate than these guys, and in fact it's cheaper just to buy the Wii Balance Board and take it apart and get these. So if you're ever interested in making a project with one of these, do that instead. Now, I spent countless hours trying to figure out a way to make the Wii Balance Board useful again. And that's when it hit me. What if I just attach it to my PC and play games that way? To connect the Wii Balance Board to the PC, we can actually use Bluetooth. It's not fully functional right out of the gate. There's a lot of raw data that has to be interpreted, and then you have to send keys. But one cool function that we have is we can actually make the LED light blink. Which is pretty freaking awesome. Here's the program I made. Essentially what it does is it connects to the Wii board, interprets the data, and then sends serial data to the Arduino Leonardo. The Arduino Leonardo then sends back keys to the computer. And here it's going to be working in Notepad. So this is going to be going to the right, to the left, backwards, and then forward. Alright, so our first test is going to be in Apex Legends. I'm doing Apex Legends because it's a first-person shooter, and that just helps me gauge left, right, back, forward just a little bit, and also I thought it'd be a lot of fun to give it a try. I'm sorry about the bad angles and everything. It's just I have to prove that this stuff is real, or else I get 1,000 fake comments in the comment section below. One thing I've been getting a lot is people accuse it of being pre-recorded, so I'm just going to kind of shoot, hit the menu, I don't know, close the whole screen, go back. I don't know what you guys want, but there's that. So now let's try moving with the Wii board. So the first thing we're going to do is go forward, neutral, right, left. Oh, and then of course back. It's kind of hard to do back. Back. Awesome. So it really works. It feels pretty smooth. There's some overcorrecting I did when I was first putting the board in, but whatever. Let's see what it's like when we're aiming. See if this is any fun. Let me reload. So, shooting. This is kind of fun. It kind of feels like when you're on rails or something like that. Let's see. Go back. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. We're gonna try it on Among Us next. Alright, here we are in the Among Us free play room. I've never played the game, so I thought it'd be good to kind of get a feel for it here. Go ahead and connect. Alright, and then let's go. Alright, well, it's at least accepting the inputs. I didn't have any doubt it would, though. It's a little hard to go down. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to be attached to the table, like holding on for the later parts of the video. But I just wanted to show that it's working. Now, there's probably gonna be some of the smarter people who ask, why am I sending serial input into the Arduino Leonardo instead of just sending keys directly to the PC? The reason is because I have more plans with the Wii board. Maybe I might not make a video, maybe I will, but eventually I want to use the Wii board to control like motors or cars or other things along that line or whatever, just for fun. When it comes down to actually having to press like the use button and stuff, I'm gonna have to use the mouse for right now. Eventually, I think I could maybe think of a peripheral to use, but at this time, this is what I'm gonna do. I've been messing with the code, and I made it where he moves a little bit more jankier, but it makes it a lot easier to control with my feet. Before, it was moving very smooth. It almost felt like I was running on ice skates or something, and it was hard to stop them and hard to go forward and back and all that. But now it feels a lot more smooth than it did. Or either that or I'm getting the hang of it. But I'll probably mess a little bit more with it and then go ahead and play it. Right out of the gate, as I said before, this was my first time playing Among Us, at least on PC, and I quickly came to the realization that, oh yeah, I live in Asia, so that means Asian servers, which means most folks didn't want to talk on the mic, at least not in English, so the gameplay kind of sucked. It's definitely not what I wanted, so what I decided to do instead is I'm going to talk over it and go over what I liked and didn't like about using the Wii Balance Board, and also go over some of the steps I'll do to improve on it. First off, I had to hold on to my table, and I hate it so much because I can already hear all these underage kids in my comment section typing, calling me fake because my hand is on my table. But truthfully, it made it just so much easier to control because I could jump up and switch directions rather quickly instead of just shuffling my feet, and that extra control made it a lot more fun to use. I almost want to go out and buy one of those old people walkers to hold on to because it was just so much more fun to play with that extra balance. Now, it felt very responsive, which was a little surprising to me because I was expecting a lot more input lag when sending the keys in this roundabout way that I decided to do it, but it felt really good. And if I'm being honest with you, I really liked playing Among Us with the Wii Balance Board. It was a lot of fun and made me feel like I was really getting into it. The biggest improvement I need to make is a kill switch to turn it off quickly, because the main problem I ran into was during meetings when I was typing. If I leaned one way too far or another way, then it would start to send keys, so the box would start saying A or SSSSSS, and that got old pretty quickly. Also, after about an hour, your feet really do start to hurt. To fix this, I guess you could use some padded socks or something along those lines. I don't know. The last problem I'm going to talk about today is that when I was filming, I did not know that people increase the movement speed of characters in lobbies. It made it a lot harder for me to move than I actually anticipated. It still worked, and it wasn't that much harder, but it did stress me out just a tad. If I could go back, I would probably add like a turbo mode switch that I could just press to counteract the movement speed and just make it feel more fluid in general. So in other news, I think I'm going to do a live stream with my community soon. I really want to show off some of the stuff I built, especially the Wii Balance Board and Among Us, just because it was a lot of fun to do and it's a lot of fun to play. I want to do it with my community, but I'm not 100% sure on whether or not I should do it on YouTube or Twitch. If you have an idea, let me know down in the comments below. And if you do want to play with me, go ahead and join my Discord. The link's in the description. I'm going to announce when I'm going to play and stuff like that, and then I'll just kind of pick people at random and all that jazz. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye!